there is a greater acceptance among all G20 members that any action on crypto assets will have to be global. Crypto assets being somewhat in the terrain of yet to be regulated, but the consciousness that crypto assets, particularly those which are outside of the central bank, being not backed by any sovereign asset, can themselves cause macroeconomic instability. I am glad to say there is a greater acceptance among all G20 members that any action on crypto assets will have to be global. And therefore, that's, I think, one of the biggest advantage that the G20 and its members agree that it's not going to be possible to have an independent, standalone country dealing with the crypto assets, and that it has to have a globally coordinated some kind of a understanding on how to go about regulating crypto assets. The way in which we are seeing this pan out during our presidency is that IMF's paper is being discussed, FSB's paper also will be taken up, synthesis paper will be prepared between the IMF paper and the FSB's paper, both put together. Also a discussion will happen in September, October. End of the day, we see a roadmap being readied on how and what kind of understanding the members of G20 have in this, and it can be taken further forward on specific actions of regulation as and when the G20 takes a call on it. I don't want to preempt the decision, obviously I cannot, the decision which the Council will take, but good work by FSB, good work by IMF, also indicating the direction of just not crypto assets being somewhat in the terrain of yet to be regulated, but the consciousness that crypto assets, particularly those which are outside of the central bank, being not backed by any sovereign asset, can themselves cause macroeconomic instability. So today we are at a position to see how countries are now recognizing that it is not just a crypto asset regulatory issue where countries will have to come together, but the IMF dealing with it has also brought in this dimension that there can be issues of macroeconomic stability itself. And today I'm very glad to have heard the European Central Bank Chief, Christine Lagarde, speak about specific example of how money have been routed into this operation, resulting in too many such companies who are getting involved in it, raising questions of where the trail is. So it was very substantive discussion, and the agreement that all of them had was that, yes, it has got to be globally handled.